Let us remember. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to bring our musical community together this evening. Please guide us to being compassionate and loving caretakers of our neighbors and our planet. Guide our ears to play in tune, guide our eyes to follow our conductor, and guide our hearts to share our musical gifts with our friends and family. St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts.
Thank you, Antonio. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you this evening. It was January 15th, 2020, the last time we were here together, and that was also the last time our bands performed live and publicly, except for that really very brief spring concert we had outside when we all froze in May. While we all live with the realities of this pandemic, it is because of our protocols and safety measures that we are able to conduct this show. Please remember to wear your mask over your mouth and nose at all times throughout the evening. We are running all ventilation fans and keeping air flowing, but the mask is mandated by both our school and the Theater Institute. If you need to leave the theater before the concert has ended, please do so discreetly and in between bands. For your convenience, we are also recording this evening's concert, and we'll make the link to the recording available tomorrow. And now I'd like to introduce you to our class of 2022 band commander, Christian Blood.
Okay, so before we start, I would just like to thank everyone for coming. So in the case of an emergency, there are fire exits there, and also there is one behind my right shoulder over there. Okay, behind the stage. So now that we got that out of the way, I would also like to thank any of the parent volunteers that are helping out with this concert. You're really helping to make this possible. And also the teachers and staff of CBA, especially Dr. Schlegel, for being so lenient and helpful, especially yesterday and today, with allowing the bands to come here to make practice and rehearse to make sure we can all sound great. And then if you haven't gotten the program, the Band Brothers yearbook, there is some in the back, and to talk about that more is my mother, Kathy Sirian Blow. Right there.
Okay, so it is good to all be together again. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the band yearbook, because Christian started in 7th grade, and I remember when he first was in band. It was called the Media Guide back then, and I looked at it and I thought, wow, this is really nice, but I didn't really know anything about it. So it is a fundraiser, but the nice thing is that you pay for the ad, but then it's actually free. All the books are distributed and they're all free, so there's no cost to that. And it's a great little yearbook. As you can see, all the samples went out so you can look through them. The quality is really nice, so it's a really nice thing to have from year to year. And I'd like to thank Mike Ewan. He does all the photography for it. He does a really great job. So. Let's see, well, cheat sheet if I forget anything. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was just that I had some questions, and I just thought that if I clarified some things, it would answer some of your questions. So when I looked at it, it was kind of intimidating. I looked at the ad and I thought, how am I going to put this together? And what kind of pictures am I supposed to be doing, and how am I going to write something? So as far as pictures go, it's whatever you like. It's your yearbook. It's your ad, so you can literally put in whatever you would like. Baby pictures, vacation pictures. I thought it had to be band pictures. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. As far as what to write, you could use a little quote, you could use a lyric from a song, or you could write your own little sentiment, you know, if you're really good like the Hallmark cards. So, and there's some examples in there. So this year, what Ms. Waite did to make it really easy for everybody, and as we speak, I believe an email is going into all your inboxes right now. She has a whole procedure laid out and an order form. And all you have to do is check boxes. So you can simply add the photographs that you like, you know, email them. Or if you would like Mike to take photographs, that's fine too. As far as writing something, it's up to you, whatever you want to write. Or she's also written like 8 or 9 little blurbs that you can just check off and say, yep, use this one, that's a good one. So it's really kind of stress-free, so you don't have to think about it too much. But do consider doing that because, you know, throughout the years, when Christian was in 7th grade, I remember looking at him and thinking, you know, it's hard to imagine that he was going to look any different. And one of the things that I really remember when I came to the school was when I met with Brian O'Connell. He said they come in as boys and they leave as young men. And that really resonated with me. And it's really nice with the band yearbook because you can really see their journey through the musical program as well. So, you know, I encourage you to do that. If you have any questions after, you know, feel free to ask, or, you know, Ms. Wake, she leaves no stone unturned, so I really think that that document's going to answer all your questions. So thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Without any more further ado, we have Mr. Burrell and his concert band.
Thank you for that. You didn't know you were going to hear neoclassical music from the concert band tonight, did you? There's some people we have to thank for decorations: Tina Versace, Ruth Versace, Kristen Ruggles, and for reception, Kristen Ruggles, Kathy Sirianni Blood, and our two chaperones, Mr. James Lombard and Lieutenant Colonel James Delpy. We also have to thank this theater here at Russell Sage, a couple people, Heather Hamlin and the Theater Institute. And also Amber and Aaliyah on the light board. We'd also like to thank President Jim Schlegel, as well as my friend and principal, and my old social studies teacher from a few years ago, Mr. Abba. We'd also like to thank Nick Blue for doing sound for us, as always, Chris Paul. And this is a little bittersweet for us because we've just been a band since the beginning of the year, and we're actually losing one of our members. Brayden Knazel is leaving us to go to Florida, unfortunately, so this is his first and last concert. So if you get a chance, wish farewell to Brayden. That first song was called At the Edge of Chaos. This next song, you're welcome to join us with your jingly cell phones. This is called I Jingle. I'll cue you on the jingles, okay? You don't have to jingle the whole time. Thank you so much, concert band for CBA. Woo. This is the first time ever. This is the first time ever playing in front of an audience. Don't you feel awesome?
That particular song. At the end of the song, we had several short solos featuring, I'll list them all off and then you can clap for all of them. So we had Andrew Ball on trombone, Chris Murphy on trumpet, Harry on piano, and Jake on tenor. And then throughout the song featured Chris Murphy and Andrew Ballaro. Stand up, gentlemen. Thank you.
Then we had Nathan West on vibraphone, Harry Corbin on marimba, and then we had Jake O'Connor on tenor, and Phil Bianco on tenor. Great job, guys. And we had none other than Tad Mangone on drums. Woo!
And I gotta acknowledge one round of applause for our trombone section because they killed it.
Thank
take a few minutes for a few thank yous. First, I know I'm echoing a few sentiments from Mr. Wells earlier. I think Christian mentioned a few people as well, but I don't want to take a chance to leave anybody out. There's a lot of people that have put a lot of work into making tonight happen. It's really exciting to be back in a live setting. It was a little nerve-wracking, I think, for all of us, having been 2 years since we've done anything like this, from stage crew to getting on buses and just all of it. It was a lot. So I'm really proud of everybody on stage and all the musicians over there. So I'd like to thank all of them first. A lot of teachers, administrators, staff, and faculty at CBA also helped make this happen. Not so much in that they were helping rehearse, but they were facilitating a lot of rehearsals, sectionals, lessons. Scheduling is very different this year than it has been in previous years, and again, everyone was getting used to it. So I thank all of them for all of their support. Some of them are here tonight, and we always appreciate seeing them in the audience, so thank you to all of them. To Mr. Tusta, who came tonight to record the entire show so that we could share it with our musical family, and actually our entire CBA family at a later date. So thank you so much for being here. As I said, a lot of help was needed. There's a few faculty in the music program, but not enough to make this all happen, so we really leaned on parent volunteers. I'm loving the backup. I feel like I'm in one of those Disney turn the page. Okay. So I just want to thank all the parents who signed up on the Sign Up Genius to help. The parents who were backstage in the warm-up rooms tonight were the Boydsworths, Mrs. Pyle and Mrs. Fusco. Thank you to you four. Thank you. Today we had two dads, Lieutenant Colonel Dalphy and Mr. LeBombard. They rode the buses and kept track of all of our musicians and didn't lose any of them. So thank you, gentlemen, both. Sometimes I throw a few things out there, and I'm always thrilled with what comes back. And I threw an email out and I said, does anybody want to decorate the theater? Thinking like, please, somebody step up and decorate the theater, because it's been a long time since we've done anything that needed any decorations. And right away, Mrs. Richardson stepped up and Mrs. Versace, and they just did my favorite thing. They just said, move out of the way, we got this. And they did a beautiful job, so I can't thank them enough. Special thanks to our intrepid photographer, Mr. Nguyen. Pictures, because we want to see what it looked like tonight, because he always makes it look almost better than it sounded. And also a shout out to our band dad, Mr. Lou, for always making us sound great. The Theater Institute has been a warm and welcoming team led by Heather Hamlin and her crew, and they make us feel right at home, and we're so lucky to have this wonderful space. Thank you to them. Finally, thank you to all of the parents who contributed to our reception tonight, and our reception crew, Mrs. Blood and Mrs. Ruggles, and all of the parent volunteers who are going to help make that happen. They've prepared a lovely reception in spite of the many limitations. Please enjoy their efforts responsibly, and if you choose to stay for the reception, bring your food to your seat and enjoy it away from other guests. If you choose not to stay, we won't be offended. That's totally okay as well. Final note, just to all of you, I have a very long list of volunteer helpers from my musicians from all the different bands who are contributing to cleanup tonight. So gentlemen, if you're loading the truck, please meet on stage after a brief trip to the reception table. And I say brief because I know there'll be leftovers, and I know that you'll get to enjoy them as we're loading the truck. So don't feel like you gotta make it there for the brownie. Better that we get the truck loaded. If you're helping clean the theater, Jake, stand up. Gentlemen, this is Jake O'Connor. He's gonna meet you down there by the speakers, by the white birch trees, and those of you guys who signed up in my junior high and my cleanup crew from concert band, you're gonna meet him there. Okay? So thank you all for coming.
something I have to say? Okay. All right, sit back down. Sit back. That's all of you. Yes, thank you. Yes, all of you. Okay. So, we know it's been a while since our last concert in here. But we just wanted to thank everyone that has been helping us get to here. So first we would like to thank Ms. Wade. So we have these flowers. So Ms. Wade, you've been making a great effort to make all this happen, and we just really want to thank you for that. We love how you make bands so much fun and how you deal with all of our shenanigans. Sometimes a shoe should have been thrown and not just threatened, but I thank my forehead, so that it's clean. But yeah, my forehead thanks me. And we also want to just thank how hard you work. We know how hard this is for you to do, especially with everything that's been happening recently. It's just been a lot. We just really want to thank you for that. And then we also have something for Mr. Borello, if you'd like to come forward. Yes. No, the other Mr. Borello. Mr. Borello, we just want to really thank you. You're a great addition to the CBA music department. We really enjoy you, and you really make band exciting, and you really keep everyone on your toes. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks so much.
Our last gift is to Mr. Paul. Are you here? He's not here? Okay. Okay, so we'll still thank him. We'll give that to him when it's full. Okay. Yes, we want to thank him though because he's all helped all the brass musicians to grow and develop and become much better musicians. So we just really wanted to thank him. Thank you. Okay.